Hello and welcome back, you guys. It has definitely been some time since I've been in front of this camera. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, I've built several cars on here. Notably the last one, my S14 RB25 build. Fortunately, I sold her.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
I haven't been giving you guys a lot of info on my latest project just because when I had my Skyline, I ended up selling that.
They ask you how you are, you just...
And took a very clean S14 for trade. And that is going to be the current content for this channel. So for those of you guys who are new, feel free to follow along. This will be my third RB swap, and this time we're going RB25 Neo. I promise in the future videos I will be doing some walk-arounds so you guys can see the car in its entirety. So I've done a couple things, you know, with the Kouki side skirts and the wing. Everything is kind of around this carbon theme, which I'm going for. I have picked up a few parts. Rear diffuser, carbon diffuser from, I believe it was an R32, and I also have some Z32 brakes that I will be installing. I'm pretty much gonna go with the front and rear Z32 swap. I had a OEM style carbon hood that I eventually sold because I wanted something vented that would accommodate, you know, the Neo and having some cooling properties with the hood, so I wanted something vented. But yeah, this is just temporary. I will be replacing the hood eventually. I just happened to get a really good deal on it from a friend. That way I can actually just drive the car as soon as it's, you know, ready to go. And I also have some 3-piece wheels that you guys will also see in later videos. But yeah, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of this video, and let's disassemble the long block. Or sorry, let's disassemble the motor down to a long block because all this stuff has to go. OEM intake, the exhaust manifold, and turbo, all that's gonna be pretty much sold because we're gonna redo everything. Okay, so probably gonna start on the hardest side first, which I always tend to think the intake side is a lot harder just because there's so many more intricate hoses like routing, vacuum, coolant lines. So what I like to do is get a visual video just for your own self and basically follow where, for example, on the IACV valve, where all of these go. And like I said, not photos, but an actual video showing where each one is routed to. And then also for this is for oil, as well as, actually no, this is coolant still. So all this here is coolant. This is actually the factory oil cooler for this. And then, yeah, so I already did that, but for just a pro tip for you guys, even if I've already done a swap similar to this, I like to kind of route and find everything as far as where they go, so that way you can refer to it when you're reinstalling the same stuff, or obviously going with an aftermarket like front plenum. I'm gonna tackle the intake side first, and get this down to the long block. Time for the time lapse. Alright, so intake side is done. As always, I like to leave, if you're not putting it in like a bag with a labeled bag with all the bolts, I just leave it right on the block, so that way when I'm ready to reassemble everything, it's already in the right spot, and it's kind of a waste of bolts if you have to have like 4 per bag. So I looked at the ports, not too bad. There's some carbon buildup in here, but not anything crazy. So I'm gonna probably clean those up the best I can. I'm gonna tape them off for now, so that way when I'm cleaning the actual block itself, it's not gonna obviously get crap in there. As far as the intake, I left everything attached the best I could, just so that way when we're ready to reinstall the forward-facing plenum, I already see how everything's routed. And I made the mistake last time when I was doing my RB swap. I took apart basically everything on the intake slowly, you know, piece by piece, which in the end was kind of a pain, just because when I was wanting to route everything, it made it a little bit harder. So everything that I disconnected there was just to get it off the block, so that way, again, it's easier when I reinstall. So now for the exhaust side. All right, so exhaust side is done. Kind of dirty, and I'm so happy that none of these broke. One of them came out with the nut. So last but not least, I do want to see the condition of the cams. So I'm gonna remove the rocker covers here. What I always look for when it comes to this, just if there's any, make sure there's no scoring on any of the cam lobes themselves, and they all look pretty clean. What I'm not happy about, on my last motor, it was super clean in here because whoever had it obviously kept up with their oil changes. This is what happens when you run your car super dirty with oil, or go past your you know, your mileage on an oil change. It gets super dark, and it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm gonna keep it. This is as far as I'm gonna tear it down. I'm gonna put the cam covers, the rocker covers back on, but I just wanted to see the condition up here. And I did crank it over, and the crank is moving nice and smooth, so that's always a good sign too. Yeah, this is as far as I want to get on this, and then I got to clean this up because it's a lot of mess now. I do need to replace a couple things. If you look, I have to replace the cam angle sensor. I actually removed this cap and nothing is actually damaged inside here. It's just the actual cover. So hopefully I can just find a cover. And then I do want to replace the harmonic balancer, because this right here, I mean, it's not horrible, but at the same time, I don't know, it just bugged me. So hopefully I can find a cheap one of those. Time to clean up this mess I made. All right, so mission for today is complete. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I do plan on posting at least once a week, and I'm not sure if I have any followers that or subscribers that are mountain bike enthusiasts, or maybe I could use that as some content for this channel as well. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments if I have any of you guys riding with me as well. But yeah, that pretty much ends this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, again, thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.